Hello everybody, this is a short tutorial on how to cite your readings. So anytime you can provide research-based evidence to support your instructional decisions, you're validating the work that you are doing. One way to provide evidence is by citing academic sources that are grounded in research and/or theory. And in the field of education, when citing text, we typically use APA style. So I'm going to give you some examples of what this looks like. When citing a direct quote, and this is where you're using exact words from the text, you want to include the author or authors, the year of publication, and page number in your citation. Again, this is following APA style. So an example here comes from the Tompkins textbook. Repairing involves detecting the problem and then taking action to solve it. This comes from Tompkins, published in 2010 on page 187. This is a chapter that talks about reading comprehension, the teaching of reading comprehension. So this is a direct quote. Now in paraphrasing, do not use quotation marks, and you're not required to include the page number. So if you're paraphrasing, you're only going to include the author or authors and the year of publication. Here's an example. When students have trouble remembering what they read, it's important to teach them repairing strategies. So again, this is a paraphrase coming from the Tompkins comprehension chapter, and I am not taking the quote word for word. So there's no quotation marks are needed. Now, sometimes we want to cite a person who's already being cited by another author, and it's very important that your reader know from where exactly your information is coming. This can sometimes be challenging in how to cite somebody that's already cited in another piece of work, and there's a number of different ways that you can do it. This is one example of how I like to deal with it. So this example comes from Tompkins, the Tompkins textbook, and within Tompkins, she's citing the work of Zimmerman and Hutchins. So this is how, if I were writing a paragraph, let's say, how I would cite it. So citing the work of Zimmerman and Hutchins, Tompkins explains that readers use repairing to fix comprehension problems that arise while reading. So here I have a direct quote. The direct quote is coming from Tompkins, but Tompkins, if I look at the page in Tompkins, Tompkins is actually referencing information that comes from Zimmerman and Hutchins. So it's important that the author knows that this information comes from Hutchins and Zimmerman, and they don't think that Tompkins is the one who kind of originated these ideas. So that's why it's important that you acknowledge both of the authors here, the original author and then the one that you're actually, the secondary source that you're citing. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And remember, it's really important to provide evidence and validate the work that you're doing in the classroom.